Hello, I'm Rebecca Turner with the Office of Special Education and Early Learning. Welcome to the fourth presentation of our new series on effective strategies for students with disabilities for new special education teachers. In this presentation, we will discuss pre-correction, a proactive approach to teaching expected behaviors. The IRIS Center defines pre-correction as a classroom management strategy that is used to proactively prevent challenging behaviors. Pre-correction involves teaching, modeling, and practicing expected behaviors. The IRIS Center also explains that using pre-correction can prevent problem behaviors, reduce disciplinary removals, and increase overall student progress. During this presentation, we'll explore the steps of pre-correction to help manage student and classroom behavior. Pre-correction is a simple strategy that is effective across ages, school settings, ability levels, and can be an effective strategy to teach families to implement at home. Pre-correction can be used with both whole group behaviors as well as individual student behaviors. To use pre-correction, start each day by reviewing the daily schedule and anticipating problems or difficult moments for your students. This framework for planning pre-correction strategies from the IRIS Center guides us through a thought process for pre-correction. First, identify potential problems. This may be a particular setting, time, or activity. Next, establish expectations for behavior. Review expectations for the potential problem prior to beginning it. Third, adjust the context or environment. Make changes to the situation to support your students' needs. For a student that becomes overstimulated during assemblies, you may offer noise-canceling headphones prior to entering the gym. For a student that has difficulty keeping hands to self when lining up, present visual prompts for what hands to self looks like prior to beginning that transition. Fourth, once you've adjusted the context to decide on a strategy, provide practice opportunities. Model, role play, and practice to set up students for success. Finally, offer immediate and specific reinforcement. When a student stays regulated using noise-canceling headphones, give behavior-specific praise. For a student that keeps hands to themselves when lining up, immediately give positive feedback. Let's use the IRIS Center framework and apply it to a classroom scenario. First, identify the potential problem. A kindergarten student has difficulty with hallway transitions. They've been observed to run, jump, and spin in the hallway, accidentally hitting others while doing so. Next, establish behavior expectations. The classroom teacher provides verbal reminders for hallway behavior and teaches them to the class. Now that we've identified the problem behavior and the behavior expectations, we adjust the environment. The special education teacher makes a poster of visuals to match the classroom teacher's hallway rules that hangs by the door. They may also collaborate with the school occupational therapist to provide the student with sensory supports needed while in the hallway. Now, provide lots of opportunities for structured practice of reviewing the visuals and holding the sensory supports during transitions. Finally, reinforce the behavior. Provide behavior-specific praise to increase the likelihood that the student will continue to engage in the expected behavior. When a student has a behavior event within a particular setting, we should often reflect on whether we reviewed the expectations to that setting prior to the transition. With pre-correction, we prepare students step by step to minimize surprises in challenging situations. Review behavior expectations often, not just at the beginning of the year. Challenge yourself to change your thinking from, they should know this by now, or they know how to do it, to, what is another way I can help them learn this? Provide warnings before transitions or schedule changes. Changes in the daily schedule, such as an assembly or testing, can be reviewed to discuss and help students prepare. Pre-correction is the most successful when customized to the learner. Knowing the why of your students' behaviors will help you identify possible triggers and if sensory supports may be needed. Pre-correction is sometimes a strategy that special education teachers are doing without even realizing it. By problem solving through behavior challenges, you may already be thinking about issues that arise in the classroom and what supports can be put in place to help your student be successful. Listed on this slide and the next are a few questions that may help support your thinking as you problem solve through preventative strategies. Take a moment to read through the problem solving questions. For additional information, please see the resources available here. For any questions, please contact me, Rebecca Turner. I can be reached at 502-564-4970, extension 4164, or by email at rebecca.turner@education.ky.gov. Thank you for watching this presentation on pre-correction.